How you doing, folks? Glad you're here. Sad days here in this world I'm living in. Sad days, sad days. Uh, Still trying to get caught up with everything that has to happen before winter sets in fully. I'm working very hard toward it, but I'm not done yet. I will be very shortly and back to the saws. Hope that way it allows me all winter to do what we want to do here on this channel. Um, I had decided that I didn't want to get into the politics of the situation that's going on here in the U.S., but I'm going to tread on it lightly. Just don't tread on me. Remember that one. And I'm getting tread on. Now, I watch news conferences when they're available from either party. Today, I took a few minutes to have a cup of coffee and a gum and tried to watch the press conference of Trump's legal team that is looking into this voter fraud. Is it real or isn't it? Well, guess what? It got hacked. I know that YouTube would not do what was done to that video. On the live stream, it got hacked. Go check it out. Trump's legal team. Go check that out. You'll see it yourself. Not only did it get hacked, but initially you couldn't hear the sound, so you couldn't hear what one of the speakers was saying. I don't know their names or choose not to share their names. YouTube has changed how we conduct ourselves, and hopefully for the better. I believe in YouTube. I really do. At this point, I believe in it. I'm giving them. They've been good to me. I want to be good to them. But when this can happen, when a live stream could be hacked by two bozos, and you can see it, and the screen turns black, or you can't hear their voices, and then you get Kerr and Thud, is what I named them, two people, two young male voices, saying, "Can they hear us?" "Oh no, they can't hear us," and they're jabbering on and using quite bad language. And this is America, This is America. And I believe in this country. I believe in our system. It does need fixing. We all know that. Both sides. I hate politics. I frickin' hate politics. Because I do get so wound up on the whole thing. When you can get the Associated Press to call the election when it isn't even finished yet, without anything negative going on that we've got going on, it still wouldn't be called until December. So how can the media call an election? Guess what? They can't. They can give you their opinion, and we welcome that. We want to hear what they're thinking. Or maybe we don't care anymore. I don't care. I really don't care. I don't watch the freaking news anymore, and I haven't in a long time, because last time there I went to my doctor. He said, "My goodness, Harv, whatever you're doing right, keep doing it." He said, your blood pressure is down a full 10 points. I said, "Yeah, I quit watching TV. Don't watch the news. I don't get a newspaper anymore." But I have an interest in what's going on in my world. I really have this interest. I want to know what both sides have to say. I want to sort it out myself. I don't want the news media to tell me what it is. Let me sort it out myself. I don't want a live stream from one team or the other team to be hacked. How is it possible in today's world? We got voting machines. They're accusing them of being able to be hacked. I can't even imagine. Let me tell you something, what I think about this. Just being accused, whether it's right or wrong, is enough for me to not trust our voting system. Just merely to be accused. This should be fail-safe. Plain and simple. It should be fail-safe. This is our right to be able to trust how an election goes. Do I? No, not now. Um, Honestly, if I was a Democrat or a Republican, either way, you guys know, you know who I am. I would not want to see either party has the same right and should be very afraid of how this is all rolling out. I don't like it. I don't like it. This isn't what I'm sorry, but I just don't like it. Um, do I think it's widespread? I probably think that it's not. I wouldn't even want to think that it was widespread. This too shall pass. This isn't the first time something like this happened. This is welcome to world information at your fingertips. We're more aware now than we were 20 years ago and 30 years ago of what's really going on. But we need our news media to tell us honestly and openly. You shouldn't have to go watch foreign news and just pick the bits out. I watch Sky News from Australia, you know. I love listening to the accent, you know. This is what I like. And, nah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not about this. This ain't who I am. It doesn't make me feel like voting for anybody anymore. Is it possible? They're saying it's possible. Let's see how this rolls out. Let's give everybody a chance, okay? Would Trump make a good president? Well, he's done pretty good so far. Who's our president right now? It's Trump. He's the president till January. Will Biden make a good president? I don't know. We haven't seen him do anything yet. He hasn't had a chance. Is he going to be president? I don't know. We'll know in December, won't we? Yeah, that's what I want you to know that. It's right now. You have a president that you're behind, whether you like it or not. You're behind him. You're funding him. You're behind him, and you're behind our form of government. In December, the Electoral College will meet and make decisions. At that time, in January, somebody's to become president. I suggest, no matter who becomes president, get behind him as far as you can. Don't just stop. If you want to keep America a good place to live, don't let frickin' thugs dictate whether you will be a part of this or not. I want to be a part of a good thing, but I want to be stand up and be counted. This is what I want. I'm not going to make this a very long video, quite honestly. I really ain't. But censorship is the biggest I've personally ever seen it here in this country. I quite honestly. You don't have the right to voice your opinion. Okay, now I'm going to tell you one thing I know. You shouldn't have the right to publicly slander this guy or slander that guy. Do you like it when it happens to you? No, neither do I. This isn't what we're about here, Americans. That's not. We need patience right now. Lots of it. And depends on who gets in. You might need a lot more patience than you ever thought imaginable. And I don't care who you voted for. This isn't good. Here's what's going to happen if Trump gets the re-election. I know we're not supposed to say their names according to YouTube anyway. I don't even care, you know. Heck with it. I'm going to say it. If Trump gets to be president, he's had it for 4 years. Those of you that don't like Trump's, at least understand what you're dealing with. You do know what he's going to do. Okay? Those of you that like Biden are hopeful he's going to change the world where it meets the way you want to live. Be careful what you wish for. You might get it. The one thing, the sky's falling. No, it's not. No. We shall endure anything as long as it's just and it's feasible. I don't even know how my vote got counted. I know who I voted for. You know who you voted for. I don't. I don't. I don't have faith right now. I live in a red state in a blue county. I don't know what happened. Do I want to at this point take a risk and vote again and have my vote flipped? Is it better to have your vote flipped than to not count? What's the right thing to do, guys? I'm kind of perplexed about this. But when that live feed got just a few minutes ago, it just got boom. The video's no longer available, and you can see in the sidebar, everybody's still talking. Live streams are. Nah, that was hacked. If I found out YouTube did that, it ain't gonna go good. I don't partner with nobody that suppresses people. But I know they didn't. I know for a fact they didn't. YouTube wouldn't do that. They would have a lot better agenda. I hope. And I'm going to have faith in you. I do. I'm going to give you the chance. You're giving me a chance, I'm going to give you a chance, YouTube. That's the way it is. It's a sad thing. I had college students. This hat is not for a political agenda. It is for I truly believe in America as it stands. Even with everything that's going on. But I can be affiliated real easy with one party or another. College students saying, how can you dare? Yeah, Uptown last week, a few days ago. How can you dare wear that hat in public? Don't you know what you're doing? Well, of course I know what I'm doing. I'm old. When I was your age, I made my mistakes. I learned from them, and I told them that. Well, then the girl, she spoke in. Well, I wouldn't be caught dead in public in your clothing. Bill overalls, look, I got lots of pockets. I'm fat. They're comfortable. I work in these. When I was skinny, I wore these. This ain't nothing changed to me. No, it's who I am. But as far as the spandex, the size 9 and you're a size 14 that you're wearing, in my worst nightmares could I ever find that attractive. And I told her that. Well, she didn't like that. And then her boyfriend was holding on. Oh, it's okay, And he had a lot of names for me. He had a lot of I don't care. Don't accost me. I leave you alone. Leave me alone. All I want to do is be left alone. And I might be a lot more left alone than he thinks here shortly. Who knows? Quite honestly, I since all of this started, and we got all of these accusations, not from just one side, from both sides. I'm kind of like that leery cat that only gets fed occasionally on somebody's porch, but I don't live there. Yeah, that's what I'm like. Yeah, well, if you're going to feed me, I'll stay around and listen to you for a minute, but I'm going to watch you. But if you're going to pick that broom up, I'm running. Guys, I'm running right now. I'll be honest. I'm just going to run away from this. And I'm going to go hide, and it's going to be over. Whoever's left standing, it's going to be my president. I don't have to share all their views. I never do. Neither do you, and I know it. But what I do share is the right for people to have the free speech. I don't want lies. I hate lies. When they're outright lies, accusations. Is that a preliminary to a lie? In some cases. Yeah, it is in some cases. Both sides have a really good intent of trying to make something better. They really do. You just got to see it. Look through their eyes just a bit and their way of life. Okay? Try to do that. Try to see where they come from. I'm not asking you to agree with nobody. I don't want you to. Don't even agree with me. Right now, I'm quite disagreeable. I'll tell you that. This isn't a good time for me to talk about politics. There's one thing I want to talk to you about. One side does not want immigrants, illegals. They don't want them. Let me tell you a little story. When I was young, I went down to Florida, drove track trailer, and I was 18 for one winter, all oranges. Guess who I ran into? Yep, I did. They called them, let's just say they weren't there legally. They were picking oranges. They were doing something. They were doing a job and getting paid for it that nobody else would do. Where do you think a lot of your produce comes from? Who picks that? Who picks your limes? Who picks your apples? Who does it? It ain't your neighbor, I can guarantee you that. So, you got one side wanting them in, tear the wall down. Another side wants to build a wall. Let's get it frickin' straight. Let's get it straight, guys. You know, I'm sick of this crap. We spend millions of dollars on each side. You flip presidents back and forth from one party to another, and one guy works half his term to tear down what the last guy did. And the other one works half his time to build it back up. And then they flip again, and it's costing you and I that money. Okay, you don't want immigrants. You want a vetting process. You want them to come in legally. Well, guess what? You need your vegetables, and you need your fruit, and you know who's going to pick it. The people that want to come in here and work. Give them a work visa. Let them pay taxes. Do it. When there's a success here, and they've proved that they want... first thing is, I wonder why they want to be Americans in this world. Why would they want to live here and listen to this turmoil? Why? I don't know. I'm going to get a heck of a lot out of the comment section. Trust me, everything you're going to say, yes, I have thought about that. I just didn't want to say it on YouTube, not on video. But look at this. If they're paid a fair wage, they come here to work, yeah, just like anybody with a work visa, they're monitored while they're working. Don't complicate it where it is so impossible for them to be able to come and work and go back home. They got a family at home. They come here for the money. Yeah, that's what they're doing. A lot of good people from many different races, quite honestly. A lot of good people. And yeah, there's bad too, just like we got. We got some bad dudes out there. We really do. We got our youth that have been catered to all our life, tearing up our cities and burning down where they live and burning down their people's establishments they've worked for 30, 40 years. And, geez, it can't get worse than that. And guess what? They don't like neither party. That's what's funny. Yeah, no, they don't like the Republicans or Democrats. Either one, they don't like them. Okay, fine. Anything out there is for sale, tax it. Yeah. These states that went and legalized marijuana, guess what they're going to make in revenue? Yeah. I'm against the stuff myself, against it. But if it's going to be there anyway, you're going to buy that from the guy down the street corner? Is that the way it's done? Is it? You know a guy. Somebody knows a guy. You can get it. Okay? Back when I used to drink, I could depend on going to the local market, and I'd get what I wanted. Got me my light beer. That's what I got. And I paid the tax on that, didn't I? Now, if that was illegal, I'd be still having my light beer, wouldn't I? My fifth or whatever, which I never did that. Made me stupid. Beer made me stupid, but I was manageably stupid. Tax it. Make it legal and tax it. Something that's very harmful? No, don't do that. Let's protect ourselves and our young. But we're setting an example right now for the rest of the world. Okay? Get your frickin' heads out of your butts. Come on. Let's do this right. If there truly is election fraud, let's nail them right now. Bonkers. Bind them up. Come to the root of the problem. Get rid of it so it never happens again. I don't want to hear anybody say, well, I told you so, or no, that didn't happen. Get the press out of the politics dictating the situation. I hate the press, and I'm not the only one. I really don't like the press. I used to. I can show you some newspapers. It's from the 60s. What the headlines look like. Yeah. I'll tell you one that was particularly, I was born in 61. In 69, we put astronauts on the moon. Great big full page. Boy, America was something to be proud of then. Yeah. It was very much something to be proud of. All the things that happened. Right up to Watergate. Yeah, he got a bad deal. I know he did, but he didn't handle himself right, did he? No, he didn't. That's what happened to Dick. Didn't handle it right. Yeah. When he said, I am not a crook, the media ate him alive. So it started right in there. And they learned right there that it was good business for them to get behind corporate America and roll with us. So if you want to get down with somebody, get down with the media. Okay? I'm hearing rumors in little tidbits and a lot of tidbits right up in your face. People want to talk about a civil war. You don't know what it's like. You don't want to be there. Take a lesson learned from the past. Don't even tell me about it. I don't want to hear it. You're not going to do it in the first place. All you're going to do is talk. And that's a fact. At least that's what I hope. The separation between people that live in cities and rural is already bad enough. It already is. But it looks like, from what I'm seeing, there's more people in the cities gaggling about it than there is people out in the country. I happen to live out in the country. If I lived in a city, what way would I be? Get to know your fellow Americans. See what they're thinking and see if they're right or wrong. Well, you don't want that. That's dumb. Do this right, people. You're not children anymore. I am. I decided to start regressing and not caring about what's going on in the world. It was way more fun when I was throwing a football to my buddy. Way more fun. That's my life. Riding these old dirt bikes, I have 10% left. I've said that before. And I ride like that. I get right along. When I was younger, I did bad, crazy things. Bad, crazy things. I play video games. I want you guys to know that. I do. I play video games. I'm going to be 60 in January 7th. I play video games, and I enjoy them. I really do. So there's a lot of them I don't have no interest in. Them little racing games, hunting and fishing and that kind of thing. Oh, yeah. I get into that, and I'm pretty good at it. I'm going to warn you, young bucks, to say, go and challenge me to a racing game. If it feels like a real car, I'll give you a bad damn day. Don't be so shallow and naive to think just because you're older that them young people are being corrupted by them video games as much as you think. They're not. It's a good escape. Social media, another good escape. It really is. It's a great escape for them. What they're trying to escape is not something I understand. I really don't. We didn't even have TV growing up. So we're not that kind of people. So I was just talking to a young fella, in his 30s, getting into the 40s soon, here a little while earlier today. It's been a strange day for visitors. It really has. Here I am outside working in my truck, and everybody goes by, stops. Well, he's looking for a cell phone. He's been walking the road. Okay, that's fine. And we're talking about riding dirt bikes, what it used to be like in my valley, you knew everybody, you knew all the people, the landowners, farmers, what have you. And you'd go to them every year and ask permission, hey, can I ride across you to get to so-and-so's place? And we had a long ways we could ride. And he brought up a good point. Yeah, the same ones that was the worst hellers when they were young are now the one that hate to hear a dirt bike even start up. Don't want you around them. Why do we have these stinking double standards? This isn't right. Yeah, I hate politics. I'd make a poor politician. I would, because I'd be afraid that I'd want to speak for what's on my mind. Way too much, and I don't think anybody'd like it. But maybe they would. I don't know. But that's what we need. We want people to stand up, protect us, teach us, help us. We have to get in line behind somebody. Get behind somebody. Right now, I'm not behind anybody at this point. I'm just waiting to see how this goes. Come January, I'm going to jump on board to the best of my ability. If I don't like it, I can at least keep my mouth shut about it and wait my turn, right? That's good manners, right? Right now, no matter who becomes president of the United States, the opposite side is going to say, oh, that was fake, that was stolen, it was this, it was... I don't care who wins. This is what you're going to say. You're going to hear it. Just because there was doubt cast. Now I'm doubting. I'm really doubting what happened. This is what I want to know. What happened? Straighten it up. If this was a court of law, I know what they would do. Yeah, it'd be a mistrial. Oh, boom, like that. Out. Get rid of the jury. Is that where we're at? We need to start over and revote in a manner that can be controlled? Yeah, maybe. Is that what's going to happen? No. It'd be too expensive, too time consuming, and it's not good for the country. Let's just accept the way it is when that time comes. But get your back up. Don't let nobody shove something down your throat you don't like. That's why you got voting power. Okay? This is why. You got representatives. They speak for us. All the way from local level right on up to the top. They speak for us. Make them listen to you. Whoever it is. Whatever state you're in. Yeah, this is enough of this. Yeah, and I said I wasn't going to make a long video. I got a lot to say. I got a lot. I know that I have to choose my words wisely. Because if I don't, I'll get to rambling. Next thing you know, I'll be cussing. And I'll be smoking some gum right on video. Because I can't take it. And I can't. And I'm sorry it's like this, people. But this is the way it is. Welcome to the new world. I lost a good friend the Monday before last from COVID. I really did. He had cancer, recovering very nicely, getting chemo. Well, because of traveling to the city to the hospital, it's what I'm going to assume that he didn't make it. He didn't make it. I've known several people on the channel that had COVID and has got through it. Some of them took it a little rougher than others, but it is being used for a political agenda. There's no question. Oh, and it's real. Trust me, it's real. When it's affecting my people, I know it's real. Guarantee you. But there's too much political agenda and not enough damn common sense. So if you want your voice to be heard, do it in a manner of common sense instead of pointing fingers. I don't like that either, do you? Look, mine's all bent. I can't point right. Yeah, it's from all this, Just clutching and grabbing, trying to get to the next mountain in my life. That's what I'm trying to do. People, I love you all. I wish this was a better video, and it's not, but I had to get it off my mind. I wanted you to tell what I truly, truly, really feel. I wanted you to see it. And why. And let's just get along. Let's try to see the other person's side. Even if they can't see your side, put the first good work boot forward ahead of the next. They're going to at least pay attention to that. That's what I think. Okay. Goodbye for now.